I'm in Temagami. I'm on a bumpy road called Nipissing. I'm heading to Nipissing Lake, and I'm super excited to be back in Temagami. I have the kayak with me today, so I'm not going to be doing any portaging. I'm just going to be staying on the same lake. The original plan was to stay on a different site each night, but the weather's supposed to be really crappy. Like, it's supposed to be, it was actually raining just a little while ago, and it's not even supposed to rain today. But it's supposed to start raining around noon tomorrow and rain right through all day Saturday, like all afternoon and evening Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So my plan is going to be that I'm going to paddle into a site a little ways in from the access. I hear there's a couple of cottages by the access, so I'd like to get away from that, and just gonna set up camp for the night. And then tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up and head down further south to the southern I said it like Sean Rowley, southern part of the lake. There is snow here. You can see it in the forest there. There's still snow here. It's supposed to go down to -3 tonight, actually. I have the heater here again, which I'm happy about. See all the snow here on the side of the road? The ice just went out yesterday, 2 days ago, sorry, Lake Temagami. I heard the ice was out here, so hopefully it is. And got about 10 more minutes to drive on this road till I get to the access. And yes, that is snow. OMG. Oh boy. I have a big problem now. I just drove 3.5 hours to come to Nipissing Lake to do a kayaking trip, and the ice is not out. Oh my god. The ice went out on Lake Temagami a couple of days ago, according to my friend Dave Wilfong, and I was pretty sure that I was safe. Wow. I mean, it's stunning, but I can get through. I mean, I can see a channel here, but yeah, I'm not doing this. This is not. Oh jeez, I didn't expect this at all. I don't even know what to do right now. I have absolutely no clue. And I have no signal, so I can't even contact anyone. And my friend Dave isn't here right now. He's gone out of town. So, oh geez, this is insane. Oh my god. Oh wow, what do I do? Oh no. I'm just standing out here laughing. I don't even know what to do. I have no clue what to do right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess to go back to the car is the start and drive back down this road. And, oh my god. I can't believe this. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Okay, well, after some help from my friend Christina and Sue, I found out that Finlayson Point, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, Finlayson Point, I remember driving past it on my way to Nip Road, and she checked and they said they have a lot of sites open, so I'm just going to stay the night here. It's 8 o'clock, so it's too late for me to even try to figure something out. Well, I've just been inside the office talking to Sylvie at Finlayson Provincial Park, and one of the sections is closed right now, so she gave me a site right at the boundary of that section, so it's going to be hopefully very quiet, and she said I'll pretty much be by myself, so I'm going to head over there now and check it out and figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. Look, there's snow. Alright, so here's my campsite at Finlayson Point, and it's actually really nice. I'm really happy with it. She gave me a really nice quiet spot all by myself, And just a picnic table here, obviously, in the fire pit. And a spot for my tent over there. And I think I kind of have a little bit of view of the water here. So there you go. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I got my tent set up, and as I was doing that, all of a sudden I was like, oh crap, I have no water. I have a couple of empty jugs in my car. Whoops. And I have my filter. I brought some Pure because I'm supposed to be in the backcountry. So the taps that they have here are all under a boil water advisory, and you're not supposed to drink the water. So I'm going to go to the lake. I called the office and the girl wasn't quite sure how I could get to a dock, but I just walked down from my campsite like not even 100 meters, and there's a place right here where I can get some water in my filter. So I'm going to filter some water. I'm going to put it in my filter, run it through, put it in the jug, and then put drops in it, and hopefully that'll kill anything. I need water. Well, I'm not on Anamanip Lake, and I'm not in the backcountry, but it's still pretty peaceful out here. Can't complain too much. Except, wow, car camping costs a lot of money. I think it was like $30-something. Holy. Alright, so I skipped some water out of the lake, put it in my filter, and now I've got it filling up my bottle, my jug. Should take a few minutes, and then I'm going to put some Pure drops in it just to be safe and let it sit for an hour. I have an Nalgene full of water, but it won't be enough for, you know, the whole night making drinks, because I'm definitely having one, and for breakfast and whatnot in the morning. So this is a 4-liter jug that will do me nicely. Okay, so funny story, not a funny story. I just went in the lake. I bought this brand new portable charger. It's 24,000 mAh. I just got it 2 days ago, and I dropped it, and it slid right down that rock and in the water, and it went down, and there was no way I was losing this sucker. So my whole right leg and my socks and my shoe is soaking wet, along with my arm. So awesome. I think I have enough water for now. I'm gonna go back to my campsite and change, because my foot is very cold. Frick, this weekend is not going well, and I don't know, it's not going well. Wow. Yeah, the portable charger was down there, about 3 feet down. My whole arm is soaked, and my whole leg, and my foot, and my shoe. And thankfully I have more in the car. That's the water in my shoe. Oh my gosh. So I was walking around the campground, and there's a fella staying just down from me, and I saw this beautiful Swift canoe on his car. She's over there. And I kind of felt like maybe the same thing happened to him. And turns out it did, right?
Yeah, it was
so,
frozen.
and he actually did the same lake that I did from the other end, right?
Yeah, from right here.
So you got here today?
Probably 11.
11 this morning?
Yeah.
And where'd you go?
To here.
And then what?
And then I went back.
It was just totally stuck. Like,
I couldn't go any further. You
were trying to chip the ice, and it was
just... Yeah, I was on the ice.
Okay.
And so I turned around and I went back, because I couldn't see any more open water.
Oh,
and I wanted to camp here, but I couldn't get there. I was right beside it.
I put in, where's the other access?
You were up here?
No, this one.
That one there, okay.
So I was here, and I didn't put in there, and I turned around and left because I couldn't even. There was a channel, and I could have gotten through, but it's supposed to be -3 tonight, and I didn't want the water to shift and then get stuck in,
That's
trapped
what
inside.
I thought. If I was camping there and I did make it in, I might not make it out.
Oh my god. So I feel a little better talking to you. We got a nice fire going here, and we're just hanging out, having some drinks, and sharing in the misery of the ice.
Of giving up.
The ice is not out in Temagami.
For me,
everywhere.
It's still lots of ice.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, it's about quarter after 12, and just hanging out with my new friend Oren, who's at the campsite just down the way. And he actually tried to do the same lake I did today, and he came in from the other end, and he got totally stuck too in the ice. I didn't get stuck, I didn't even attempt it, but he tried and then he got stuck. So I'm just preparing my Coleman lantern for the night because it's really cold out here, as you can see by my breath. Let me just fill it too quickly. Just a little spot on the top there. Just gotta get my lighter from my secret spot. Yes, I had a drink. I had a coconut rum, and it was like, I don't know, maybe a shot and a half. It was just a water bottle with like a good pouring of it. I just have like a little Gatorade bottle with it, and it's like maybe a fourth missing. So okay, we're gonna set this sucker on fire. Make sure the cap's closed real good. I don't like gas things, but I did it before, so I'm getting a little used to it. Just let that burn. It's still burning, and I think it's out now. My hands are so cold, I can barely feel the warmth. Okay, it's going. So that's good. I think I'm gonna make a hot water bottle for my sleeping bag too, but I'm gonna put this in there and make it nice and warm. Hopefully it's going good. Now we're off to the races. Yay! The moon is so nice. I wish I was out in the backcountry. It's so bright out here. You can see shadows, and I don't even need my light to do things. It doesn't really show up on the camera, but it's super bright out. It's awesome. Oh, I got my little heater going, and it's kicking out some nice heat. And as you can see, I have the door wide open here. Lots of ventilation. Well, it's about 1 a.m. and I'm in my tent. I'm nice and toasty warm. I got my little heater going, and I got my hot water bottle in here. The peepers are peeping, the loons are calling. It's nice and quiet now. There was a family that was literally going through this side of the campground, playing hide and seek in the dark, yelling and screaming across the whole side of the campground at each other, and I was just like, ugh. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I lost 2 pairs of pants today by going in the lake to get my portable charger, which is actually still working. Awesome, by the way. No problem. But in the process of rescuing it, I got my pants wet, half of the one leg and the whole right leg right up to the hip, and my whole arm on one of my shirts and my jacket. So I'm trying to dry out the tights. The tights go underneath my dry suit and my rain pants, and they're base layer, and the pants is just an extra pair of pants in case I only have 3 pairs of pants with me, so 2 of them are wet right now, which is an issue because it's supposed to start raining tomorrow around 5 o'clock for the whole rest of the weekend, which I'm not a wuss. I mean, if I was tripping, it would be one thing because you're moving and you're doing stuff, But if I'm just staying at a campsite for 2 days, stuck in the rain, it's kind of boring. All I can do is sit in one place and read a book or something, and that stuff drives me crazy. I can't sit still for that long. I just would go nuts. Temagami is definitely trying to kick my ass. I don't know, I'm starting to get a love-hate relationship. I mean, I love this place, but it just keeps denying me access, and I don't like that very much. Bye. Well, good morning. It is 6:25 a.m. on Saturday, May 18th. I didn't sleep very much. I think I went to bed finally around 1:30, and I could not fall asleep. I was really cold, actually, which was funny because I have this heater and a hot water bottle, and it was only -3. And I remember not waking up, but I remember looking at my phone. It was 1:30, it was 1:42, it was 2:15, it was 2:37, and that was the last time I saw it. So I don't think I slept more than 3 or 4 hours, if that. I woke up at 6. So when I got up, it was foggy, but now I can see some light coming into my tent, so the sun must be up. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna make breakfast really quick and tear down. I just have my tent up, so it won't take long. And then I think I'll head to Lake Temagami and just jump in the water there and do a bit of a day paddle, kind of paddle around, do some exploring, and put the boat back on the car and head home later this afternoon. So that's the plan as it stands right now. So May 24 is an interesting weekend for sure. Quite beautiful out this morning. It would be absolutely gorgeous to be paddling right now on this perfect mirror. Beautiful sunrise. It is a bit chilly, but so calm and so peaceful. A nice egg and ham sandwich. Definitely better than Tim Hortons, although they are pretty good. I wonder if I can eat it right away. It might be pretty hot, but it might be okay. Well, that's very good. My socks are soaking wet from yesterday. I just went to pick them up to put them in the car. It's like hard. It's frozen solid. Oh dear. Hey. Well, I am at the entrance to Iceland Lake. I sent a message to my friend Dave this morning and I said, well, I think I'm going to just go for a day paddle instead of trying to go find a site and then spend the next 2.5 days in the rain. I thought while I'm here, why not go for a day paddle? I'm actually shaking because I'm freezing right now. I need to put my dry suit on. I'm so cold. I think I might be coming down with something actually. But anyways, he told me how to get here. I'm here. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's super serene and peaceful. Oh my God, a bird almost flew into my head there. I'm gonna bring my fishing rod and my tackle and spend the day paddling around and checking out the lake and do some fishing. And when the clouds come and the rain starts, then I'll head out and go home. So I'm super excited to check out this spot. Thanks, Dave. All right, well, got my dry suit on. I'm all strapped in here and Kayak is ready to go. Got a whole bunch of stuff and I brought lunch and some snacks, my fishing rod, some other stuff. So maybe I'll catch a fish and I can bring it home for dinner. I don't know. It's so weird that the weather is going to be so bad because it's absolutely gorgeous right now. I'm going to get on my way. I'm excited. See you in a bit. Well, I am finally on the water in Temagami. I'm about 13 hours late, and I'm not loaded with camping gear for a backcountry trip, but I am on the water, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Well, I just checked my map. I'm just using an Avenza map on my phone because I don't have a map of this area because I didn't plan on being here. I have one, it's just at home. And there's a campsite on this lake, and now I'm like, I want to stay here. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna go check it out, and I might go back to the car and get my stuff. I'm gonna go back to the car and get my stuff, and I'm gonna set up the shelters. There's lots of trees, so I can stay nice and dry and at least stay one night. And see what happens. If the weather's shit tomorrow, or I'm cold or whatever, then I'll just paddle out. It's not that far. This is great. Oh, thank you, Dave. You're the best. Well, I packed my boat really quickly, and some of the stuff had been unpacked, and I used some of it last night, and I just threw it in the car because I was planning to do a day trip. And then I packed some stuff for the day, and then left some stuff in the car. So my stuff's kind of scattered. It's not packed properly, but I just threw it all in the kayak, and I'm off. Such a charming little lake. I love it. I'm so happy that I'm here. Well, I'm at this campsite that I was all like hurrying to get to because I thought it was the only campsite, and I clearly don't have a map for this area because I wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be on Anamanip, and the map that I have doesn't have this lake on it because it stops just above it. So I checked the Avenza map quick, and I saw the one site, and I was like, oh great, there's a site. You know, there's no cars here. I'm gonna go get my stuff and I'll come back. And then when I was just paddling to get to the site, I was just about to get to the campsite, and I saw people on the lake paddling a canoe. At first I was like, is it people, or is it a moose or a deer, right? Because when I saw the buck swimming at the Massasauga 2 years ago, I thought it was people at first, and then I couldn't tell, right? It's hard to see from far away. You don't know, right? So I thought, well, where are the people coming from, right? It's only a small lake, and there's just one site on it. So I set up my tent, and then as soon as I got a little bit settled, I checked the Avenza map. There's actually 3 other sites on this lake, and 3 portages coming into it. Oh, honestly, I feel like time is standing still today. It's 11:50. Like, I think something's wrong with my clock on my phone. I can't believe it. I think it should be at least 2:30 or something. The sun's popping out a little bit here and there, which has been nice. The temperature went down about an hour ago, and now it seems to be coming back up again, so. By the time you go to the bathroom in this thing and then get it all back on again, you have to go again. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I don't know what time it is. I'm guessing it's around 12:30, and I'm gonna go head out in the water. I just set my line on my fishing rod. I've got a MEP spinner on. I'm not really sure what I'm fishing for. I'm not that skilled in fishing that I can actually aim for a certain fish. But my MEP spinners usually work for something most of the time. So I'm just gonna put on my PFD and shove off and go explore the lake and do some fishing. Well, I've been out for about an hour, and I'm just paddling around the whole outside of the lake, and doing some fishing in between. I guess I'm fishing exploring. I haven't had one bite so far. It's pretty chilly out here on the water. I think it feels like 5, and just when the wind blows I get like really chilly, but it's really quiet out here, which is amazing. I love the quiet, but there's nothing. Like, I haven't seen any ducks, no loons, no loon babies, no geese babies, no frogs, nothing. There's like birds chirping and stuff, but other than that I haven't seen any wildlife whatsoever, which I find strange on such a quiet, calm lake. But I'll keep looking. Maybe I'll find something. The sun has popped out for a few moments, and wow, the heat that I can feel off of it. It's not even fully out, and it's just so nice. I finally spotted some wildlife. 2 loons just floating along on the lake. They're super quiet. They're not making any calls. Well, I paddled around the whole lake and I saw all 3 campsites. Nobody's on any of them. So I'm not sure if those people that I saw were just paddling through, or if it really was a buck or a moose or something, or what it was. I'd like to think that it was a moose or a buck. I'm gonna head back. I've gone around the whole lake. It's really pretty here. There's no speedboats, there's no people, there's nothing. Well, you're probably not gonna believe this, but I just saw a huge moose on the island right across from my campsite. I did see a moose. It was swimming in the water earlier, and it wasn't people in a canoe. And I'm just gonna go circle the island and see if I can see him.